Greetings, numismatic stackers. Welcome back. Welcome back. Just came back from an amazing coin show. This is the following day, actually. Just had a busy day with Mother's Day and stuff like that. But the show, the coin show itself, was on fire. It really was. I had a lot of sales. So basically, I'm going to talk about some sales that I did today. Also, I'm going to talk about some deals I made with some buddies and some coins that you see right here. Why did I buy them? And I'm going to show you guys all these coins, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, so basically what's been selling, like literally I had no money when I came to that show. We did pretty good. And so it gives me some fuel. Literally, raw coins. I literally had a nice double box of raw stuff that was in 2x2 flips that I worked on. And I just started spreading that out on that mega display case that I have. And I sure could not believe that. People were just going through the Morgans that I had, cherry picking dates out of there, and they weren't beating me up at all. Like literally, they'll buy like two of them. They'll be like, "Hey, would you take like $5 off?" I'm like, "Absolutely." It was just amazing. It was just random stuff. Like look at this, like stuff like this I had for a while. Like it just an example was selling like sterling stuff. Like I had. Like, I thought I would sell this today, but I didn't. But it's just an example of, like, some odd things I had, you know? And they were doing really good. Cheap stuff was selling. And I had a lot of cheap stuff that sold. And I did fantastically. Okay, so the next part of this video, we're going to talk about some deals with my buddy, Simon Van Quig. Because we're also going to be doing some videos together pretty soon. Probably in the following week. So first of all, traded some items to him, and I got this beautiful, I mean, dang, is that a beautiful trade dollar? Probably, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the most best condition trade dollar I've ever owned. I'm just going to lay that out. I've never been a big collector of these because I've had like some VG ones and stuff like that. You know, I've never had a mint state one in my life. You know, this is cool. I just wanted to get one that's already graded. Vault box. I mean, what a great deal. I think he had this thing for sale for below gray sheet. And dang, that's probably where they're selling at. You know what I'm saying? So some of these trade dollars, I believe that's where those prices are, and that's why it was for that price. But dang, I love trading for stuff. I really do, because if I've had something for a long time, Simon helps me move it and helps me get something new that is something in demand, right? So what else happened? I also sent in 8 coins to CAC through Simon. Okay, because I've overheard that on his channel that he's sending some coins into CAC as well. So we're piggybacking on the same submission, sending coins into CAC. That's going to be an epic video. And also, you know, he's going to be doing a perspective video on the CAC submissions for himself. And he asked me if he could mention my coins. I'm like, absolutely, you absolutely can. So go to his channel and watch that episode. It's coming up soon. All right. And also, what? Planning on having some sort of a video with Van Quig Coin and Bullion again. And that's going to be at his shop. I have all those bags of dimes, okay? What I was planning on is doing a live stream at his shop. And people could guess how many dimes are in there while he goes through the coin counter, and whoever is the closest guess wins 2-ounce bullion round that I have. That's the plan. So that's all we have for that segment for Van Quig. Now we're going to talk about these awesome coins. Well, with the type of setup I have, this is the best way I can put the camera. So we got some stuff that was relatively affordable. I know, 49, but it's so old, dude. Like, I needed this. This is a beautiful classic head. 1 cent. This thing's really neat. I need this. So it's gonna go right there. Okay. Let's see, what else did we get? This coin. Okay, so this is one of the bronze pieces that are like basically the thicker ones that they had between 1860 and 1864. You can't see it with the glare right there, but it's missing, as you can see right there. It's gonna go right there. Where else do we got? Got ourselves a Trime. You know, these are quite expensive. I've seen them in this condition for closer to 200, okay? So I got my buddies that have really great stuff, that have really low prices. Probably still too high, but so what? You know what? Didn't care. I wanted it for the typeset. Reason being, finding these is getting like, it's really, really, really hard to find them. When I'm trying to look for certain items, I'm starting to realize that some of these are just exhausted. You can't find them, or there's just one example at the entire show, or two. Right? You know, I just have to pull the trigger, if you understand what I'm saying. That is this page, and I'm going to put these in. I believe this is all. No, wait. You know what? You know what? You know what? Whew, we got ourselves a half cent right there. Half cent right there. That's going to go right up there. As you can see, we're getting very close. This book is almost full except for two on the front. On the first page, we're only missing two. And with the magic of YouTube, I'm going to put these all in. Oh, it's done. Look at that. It looks amazing. It looks amazing. So I'm only missing the two. So now we're going to flip it over. Now, got some more. So what did I get? Got ourselves a cap bust. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Cap bust, 1833. It's worn, but you know, this maybe was the only example I seen, and for 35 bucks, yeah, I know. It's basically, it's not even AG, dude. Like it's probably a 2, an FR2, in my opinion, but it's an example. You know, these are getting tough to find, people. Very, very tough to find. And I'm very, very excited to have it. Let's see. It goes, oh, yeah, we got to zoom out. Gosh, darn. Okay, there we go. It goes way up here. Let's see. It goes right there. So it's the oldest slot right there. Got ourselves a better example of no sense, 1883. That's pretty sweet. So what I have in there is kind of a slicked out 1910. So, you know, I like 1909, man. I mean, that's the year. You know, that's a pivotal year in the numismatics when it comes to the U.S. Mint. I mean, look at all the pennies they made. There was like, let's see, 6 pennies. Yes, you got the 1909, 1909S Indian, and then you got the 1909, 1909S Lincoln, and then you got the VDBs. You know, it's crazy. And I would love to have like a plaque that has all the 1909s, and that would take some time. You know, even all the gold coins too. But those are going to go in here as well. We're going to upgrade that one. We're going to put that one there. Okay, I actually got a shield nickel today, guys. We got ourselves a decent one. I didn't want to spend too much. You know, I want to get some of these things filled out. Over time, yeah, they didn't put the staples down. This isn't my work, okay? I don't know where I got this from, but 20. I think I got it for. I got a discount. They always give me discounts, but that's just a penciled in price there. So regardless of that, it's going right there. Let's see. We got a Type 1 example. Okay, 1913. There we go. And I wanted the S. Okay. So then we put it right there. So look at, we're starting to hammer into the nickels. We're only going to be missing one, which is phenomenal. I think that is it on this page, actually, because I'm still working on trying to find these dimes. And with the magic of YouTube, I'm going to put those in. So there it is. At the end, I'm going to do an overview so you guys can see all the pages. So don't worry, at the end, we'll do that. We got ourselves a lettered edge $50. Can you believe that? Okay, so it's cap bust, lettered edge, and this page won't stay. There we go. Here it is. So we got about 50 bucks off of this bad boy. Look at the reeds on here. So that's the first time, I believe, that they had a reeded edge on $1/2, and it's totally different than the reeded edge, like say on the Walker or the Benjamin Franklin or even the Barber, for examples. But look at this. It's kind of a flatter looking rim, a flatter reading system on here. That's kind of neat. It really is. So that lettered edge is from 1836, 1839. So it goes right there. That's really looking good. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm really happy. And that's all I have for an upgrade on this page. I got one more coming up with the magic of YouTube. Actually, I'm just going to go like this. There it is. Look at that. Magic of YouTube. Just sleight of hand, you know, whatever I got to do. So we got one more. Let's see, I can flip it over. Aha. So now she's getting kind of heavy. We're going to have to go like right here. I had this at the bottom of my you know, junk stuff, you know, my chests and whatever I got, my boxes. It is a raw commemorative. It is not in the greatest of shape, but you know what? It's a hole filler. We got our Booker T. Washington. That is awesome. For this 1951, I believe. Let's see. I'm a little foggy. I'm not very versed on these coins. Yeah, 1951. I see these commemoratives all over the place. I never really paid too much attention when it comes to those coins, but you know, there's some I really like, you know, and there's some I just think, they're okay. But it's nice to get that slot in there. All right, I'm very excited. So now I'm going to do an overview on all the pages to see where I'm at on this now. Yes, as you can see, that is looking very, very nice in there. There is some dings on the rim. Yes, there is, but it's a nice example. Guys, these half cents, they get pretty expensive. If it didn't have those dings and stuff on it, it'd probably been closer to the $300 price tag, maybe even $400. I've seen them as much as $500 in some of these tables in the past. And these are going to be, I'm going to have to save up my money because they're going to be pretty pricey if I want one that's not absolutely slicked out. But I figured that'd be okay because we got those. They weren't too bad, but they are slicked out, in my opinion. But they start to get in better condition. As you can see, that's really neat to see that from one generation to the next generation. It's really, really neat to see the wearing, how it kind of gets a little better condition over the course of these. It's really neat to see that. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Oh, sheesh. You know what, guys? I have a crackout. We're going to replace that. Yes. I totally forgot. I'm sorry. So when I get to the end of this page here, I mean, that's really nice. I'm going to go to my tool shed and get a hammer and break the ANACS slab out. And the coin I'm referring to is this one. I don't see where a tooling spot would be. I really don't. Look at even at this angle. Do you see any disturbance in the luster anywhere? I'm really not seeing what they're talking about. I think that's a bum call, man. I mean, seriously, where would there be any tooling? So anyway, that's gonna go right there. I think it's just gonna be lovely. So I'm gonna try and work on that right now. Actually, this is how it comes out. It's really, I'm surprised. I've never opened up an ANACS slab, so this is that easy. I just want to take my time and get this open. Always point the knife away from you, not towards you. Yes, maybe I should really look at what I'm doing. So I kind of just popped it in there. Look at that. If I could just try and break the pressure seal here, I think I got it. Don't cut myself. I'm going to have a bad weekend. Oh, there we go. We got part of it off. Gotta be careful of this part. I'm gonna go off camera, but literally that was pretty easy. That was a good technique to try and get that part out. But I'm gonna go off camera and do the rest of this myself. Basically, it was that easy. I took the knife right down there, pried it open until I heard a pop, and then I went there and did a pop, and now it's open. I mean, it's that easy. Like literally, these are the easiest slabs other than the NGC to open. And so all you got is this little rubber display right here. That's pretty neat. So now I'm gonna put this in right now. Oh, there she is. That looks great in there. And again, overview of this beautiful set now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's looking great. Now we move over here. Now we can see that really old cap bust half dime I got. Still can read the date. That's pretty cool. And we're just missing a few. They didn't have any with rays. I'll find one eventually. But it's really nice to really hammer these nickels. It's very affordable and very satisfying to get that. There's a lot of nickel slots. A lot. Now, we got to find ourselves a really old time. I've seen some old quarters, and they're quite expensive. These are going to be expensive. I can tell you right there. Oh yeah, the 20-cent coin's been very tough to locate, but eventually I'm going to find one of those. Under $200. That one, yeah, I've seen one that was over $1,000, but it was a nice shape. Let me move over here. I added this guy. She's got some toning on it. Yeah, I like it. Then we got that. We got the Barber series. We got the two types of the Standing Liberty. We got 1932 Denver right there, and we got a clad one. So we got that. That's a gorgeous piece right there. And we got a different style of the head there, but this is the reeded edge. And then we need to get one of those. That's all we need. And that's a beautiful examples here. Yes. That's an 1896 O. So we got another, semi-key date. Yeah. Very, very cool. I'm loving this. Yep, we'll replace that eventually, but this is for the commemoratives right there. I seen one, they were in a holder. That's going to be a tough one to find. That's not cleaned, but that's more than likely that's going to be filled with the coin that's been polished. We got that trade dollar. So I'm basically, for now, that's going to be for that. If you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm not going to break that out. No. So then we got these. Looks great. Gosh, is that cool. Everything's just coming together, folks. Coming together. This is the easiest page to get. All right. It's just stuff laying around, put it in shoe boxes or whatever, and you fill it. That I'm still having a tough time to find. But overall, what a very, very satisfying collection. Still some work that needs to be done, and they're going to get expensive. Again, folks, I want you guys to visit vanquiggcoins and Bullion. He has a website. He also has a YouTube channel. Link will be in the descriptions below because I want you guys to watch the follow-up video of my coins that he submitted to CAC and also his coins. And I believe a third-party person overheard what we were saying and wants to submit some coins as well. We'll see how that turns out. So again, links in the descriptions below. Did you guys enjoy this video today? Yes, I had a lot of fun producing this video. I had a lot of fun scouting around trying to find these coins, and I was staying on the thrifty side of things. So the course of the summer will be the time to accumulate more numismatics for the fall shows and the winter shows. Yes. So again, I'm going to be doing that giveaway as well on a live stream at the vanquiggcoins and Bullion shop as well. So smash that like button. I really appreciate that, guys. And click on these videos on the right side of your screen. You guys have a fantastic day.